Good morning everyone. We are from a group here. We will explain about culture conflict.
Okay, here I wanna explain about culture conflict. Culture conflict is a type of conflict that occurs when different culture, values, and belief clash. If you have a plan to go somewhere that have not visited yet, it may be a challenge because each city has their own language and culture. If you in a different culture, a native that you meet will looking at you strangely because in awareness you act naturally as in your culture. There are kinds of the causes of conflict culture. The first is intercultural communication. Intercultural communication is a communication between members of different culture. It has difference of perception, attitudes, and interpretation. We know some of people that has different culture. It can be communication problem. It can hurt each other by something they said or do. Example, in Indonesian, in our country, there are many kinds of culture. Example is Madura and Jawa. Madura has a loud voice and Jawa has a slow voice. They frequently resentful at their communication. The second is culture don't communicate, individuals do. Everyone has a unique style of communication, but culture determines a general style for their members. The relationship of the individual to his culture is analogous to an actor and director. And third, misinterpretation is the act of forming a wrong understanding or something that is said or done. Example, a young woman from one culture is looking at the window and she sees a male from another culture. He signal her by puckering uh, her his lips. She quickly looks away from the window. The male confused and the woman get angry. This misinterpretation caused the woman's failure to understand man's nonverbal signal. In her culture, by puckering his lips, it means a sexual advance. But according to male culture, it was only saying, "Oh, there you are. I've been looking for you." And fourth is misunderstanding. Misunderstanding happens when the people from different culture communicate or interact with another. Example, in Indonesian, if we give signal of okay signs, it make with thumbs up like this. But in Iran, thumbs up is considered an insult. It's known as a belah, which is substitute to what showing middle finger like this. Okay, that is my explanation. Next, will be my partner will be next this presentation.
Okay, and the next point is no awareness. Difficult in intercultural communication arise when there is little or no awareness of different cultural values and beliefs. In cross-cultural interactions, speakers sometimes assume that what they believe is right because they have grown up thinking their way is the best. Kesulitan dalam komunikasi, jadi kesulitan dalam komunikasi antar budaya itu muncul ketika ada sedikit atau tidak ada kesadaran antar nilai budaya. Nah, terkadang penutur dalam interaksi lintas budaya, terkadang penutur mengatakan bahwa asumsi yang dia katakan itu yang paling benar. Seperti itu. Jadi tidak ada kesadaran antar lintas budaya. Lanjut kepada poin yang F, yakni can understand each other point of view. In the following example, Rosmin and Marita demonstrate that they cannot understand each other point of view. Rosmin and Marita are talking to each other about relationship between parents and children. In Rosmin's point of view, culture children live with their parents until marriage because depends on parent is considered positive. In Marita's culture, children leave home when they are 18 because independence and self-reliance are considered positive. Jadi, jika tadi yang poin E itu menjelaskan tentang tidak adanya kesadaran antar lintas budaya dan menurut mereka pendapat mereka yang paling benar, maka di poin F ini dia menjelaskan contoh konkretnya. Jadi seperti ini. Ada dua orang yang berbeda budaya. Dalam budaya Marita, dalam budaya Rosmin itu sedikit contoh yaitu hubungan antar kedua orang tuanya dan anaknya. Jika di budaya Rosmin itu anak itu tinggal bersama orang tuanya hingga menikah, itu dinilai sebagai positif, satu hal yang positif. Tapi jika di budaya Marita, hubungan antar kedua orang tua dan anaknya itu dinilai positif ketika anaknya itu sudah mandiri sejak umur 18 tahun. Seperti itu. Jadi berbeda pendapat. Okay, the next point is negative reaction. Sometimes, negative reaction do not result from actual interaction, but rather from the fixed perception beliefs that we have about other people. Terkadang reaksi negatif itu tidak dihasilkan dari interaksi yang sebenarnya, melainkan dari keyakinan tetap dan prasangka. Jadi terkadang reaksi negatif itu tidak selalu tentang interaksi kita dengan orang lain, tapi reaksi negatif juga berupa prasangka kita terhadap orang lain, entah itu prasangka positif atau negatif. Nah, biasa itu disebut dengan stereotip. The next point is stereotype originate. Stereotype originate and develop from numerous sources such as jokes, textbook, movies, and television. Stereotypical beliefs prevent us from seeing people as individuals with unique characters. Negative stereotypes lead to prejudice such suspicion, intolerance, or hatred of other cultural groups. Jadi, stereotip ini berasal dari berbagai, bisa dari film, majalah, media, dan lain-lain sebagainya. Nah, keyakinan stereotip menghalangi kita untuk melihat orang itu dengan karakter yang unik. Nah, ini kalau masuk ke stereotip yang negatif, itu tadi. Stereotip negatif mengarah pada prasangka atau kebencian terhadap kelompok budaya lain. Jadi menilai bahwa budaya itu yang paling benar, yang paling oke. Jadi dia mengira atau berprasangka bahwa budaya lain itu tidak ada apa-apanya dengan budayanya. Seperti itu merupakan stereotip yang negatif, mengarah kepada stereotip yang negatif. Baik, itu penjelasan dari saya yang akan dilanjutkan oleh oleh Maida.
Okay, next. Eden qualified for the job. Unfortunately, there was nothing that this applicant could have done to prove that he was Eden qualified for the job. Rejected on the basis of his nationality, the applicant was a victim of an irrational belief. Sayangnya, tidak ada yang bisa dilakukan oleh permohonan ini untuk membuktikan bahwa dia memang memenuhi syarat untuk pekerjaan itu. Jadi, ditolak atas dasar kewarganegaraannya. Permohonan ini adalah korban dari kepercayaan yang tidak rasional. Next, establishing personal relationship. Stereotypical remarks can be made casually in daily conversation and may or may not have serious consequences. Nevertheless, people's initial impulse is to become angry rather than to clarify the distortion. Educating others is one way to try to correct misperception. At the same time, individuals need to become aware of their own preconception. Establishing personal relationships with individuals from different religions, culture, or race may be the best way to break our stereotypes and prejudice. Jadi, ucapan stereotip bisa dilakukan dengan santai dalam percakapan sehari-hari. Dan mungkin atau tidak mungkin memiliki konsekuensi serius. Namun dengan demikian, dorongan awal orang adalah menjadi marah daripada mengklarifikasi distori tersebut. Mendidik orang lain adalah salah satu cara untuk mencoba mengkoreksi kesalahan persepsi. Pada saat yang sama, individu perlu menyadari sepenuhnya prakonsepsi mereka sendiri. Membangun hubungan pribadi dengan individu dari agama, budaya, atau ras yang berbeda mungkin merupakan cara terbaik untuk menghancurkan tipe stereo dan prasangka. Lalu, misinterpretation. Cultural conflict occur as a result of misinterpretation, ethnocentrism, stereotypes, and prejudice. Preventing this conflict is possible with increased awareness of our own attitudes, as well as sensitivity to cultural differences. Developing intercultural sensitive does not mean that we need to lose our cultural identities, but rather that we recognize culture influence within ourselves and within others. Konflik budaya di sini terjadi sebagai akibat dari tafsir, etnosentris, stereotip, dan prasangka. Pencegahan konflik ini dimungkinkan dengan meningkatkan kesadaran akan sikap kita sendiri serta kepekaan terhadap perbedaan lintas budaya. Mengembangkan kepekaan antara budaya tidak berarti bahwa kita perlu kehilangan identitas. Maksudnya identitas budaya kita, tetapi lebih kepada kita mengenali pengaruh budaya di dalam diri kita sendiri dan di dalam orang lain.
Well, that's all our presentation today. Sorry for some mistakes. If you guys have a question, feel free to ask. Just comment below. Thank you for all your nice attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.